What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and today we're talking about the fact that Adidas is still sitting on over $1 billion worth of inventory related to Kanye that they simply can't move. Now, I recently saw this tweet go viral today, basically talking about the fact that they were sitting on $1.3 billion of Adidas YEEZY branded merch, and ultimately they still are not able to move it. So I decided to do a little bit of digging into it so you didn't have to do the research, and today we're going to talk about it. Now, if you're not familiar with the situation at hand, it was in November or December of 2022 this past year that Adidas finally split ties with Kanye after he said some pretty wild things I'm not going to repeat in this video. Now, Adidas is, of course, a German-based brand, and if you know anything about World War II and their history, they are very strict with their laws in Germany when it comes to anti-Semitism and basically saying anything out of pocket. So I think that's one of the main reasons why they're still unable to basically reconcile with Kanye despite sitting on over $1 billion worth of merchandise that they can't move. Now, the Adidas CEO, Bjorn Gulden, is on record basically saying for Q1 that the fact that they lost YEEZY brand is, of course, hurting them, but he goes on to point out that Adidas actually owns all of the patents, copyrights, IP designs, and colorways for the YEEZY brand, so they can continue to go ahead and sell the models basically without Kanye's consent. Now, I don't know if you remember, but when Kanye was having one of his now famous meltdowns last year, he mentioned that he did not approve of Yeezy Day by Adidas and did not approve of the re-release of the Adidas Yeezy Turtle Doves. Now, I know that that's one of the reasons why he got really upset with Adidas and felt like they betrayed his relationship. And the reason why we're looking at these Pirate Blacks right here is because they're also rumored to allegedly be restocking this month, possibly in an attempt to hide from the fact that they're still losing a lot of money and hurting because they don't have Kanye in the most recent Q1 reports. Now, if that wasn't enough on their plate, Adidas was also hit with a class action lawsuit by investors last week, basically saying that they should have known better than to partner with Kanye, and his antics were definitely going to hurt the brand in the long run. Now, if you ask me, they have 99 problems, and not having Kanye is probably their biggest one, and let me know if you agree. Now, I think the perfect segue would be to shout out Jay-Z, of course, and to talk about his wife, Beyonce, and her relationship with Adidas. Now, her brand, Ivy Park, has also severed ties with Adidas, basically on their behalf. As you can see, sales from the brand fell by 50%, and Adidas was not happy about that. And I'll be honest, I don't know that I've ever heard anybody say that they wanted to wear or get the latest Beyonce Adidas collab. No shade to her, but I think it was time for them to cut ties, so it definitely makes sense. Now, with all that being said, if there's one person you can't count out, I think that's Kanye, and it was of course revealed this week that he's going to be opening his first YEEZY store in none other than Melrose Avenue in Los Angeles, right next to Adidas. So this is definitely going to be drumming up some controversy or just some general interest. Looks like he's going to be opening his first YEEZY office. And if there's anybody that can definitely drop something crazy and make an impact in any industry, it's definitely Kanye. Let me know in the comments what you agree, if you think it's the ultimate petty move, if you think it's a smart move, if you think that there's something more to it. Now, if you didn't know, Kanye has also recently been more active lately. He hosted his YEEZY Season 10 with all of these bald models, as you can see, and as were requested by him. And also recently this year, we did see him debut again this YEEZY footwear that's basically like a tube sock type thing. So we may be seeing some new footwear from him. If there's anybody who's got something up their sleeve, it's got to be Kanye, of course. So let me know in the comments what you think about these sneakers that he was wearing, if you want to call them that. Let me know what you think about the overall fallout with Adidas right now, and if you think that they made the right decision. Now, it would be missed on me to not mention the fact that Adidas also has their whole collaboration with Fear of God and Jerry Lorenzo right here, the creator. Coming up later this year, we're going to be seeing the Fear of God athletics and basketball collaboration, which is pretty cool for the footwear. Personally, I'm not super hype on it. I know that it's going to be probably kind of pricey, but ultimately I'm glad that we're just seeing some more movement. And it looks like they're not solely relying on just Kanye. So let me know in the comments what you think and if you're personally hyped for the Fear of God Adidas collaboration. Now, last but not least, Adidas CEO Bjorn also mentioned that the Adidas Gazelle and Adidas Samba silhouettes are being heavily purchased this year, which I think is pretty interesting. And as you can see, they recently did a collaboration with Gucci again. So I guess we'll be seeing a lot more focus on those silhouettes rather than something more hype. Now, with that being said, Adidas still doesn't have a final answer on what they're going to do with all of that inventory that they're sitting on. Personally, I think it would be a shame for them to burn it or throw it away like they've mentioned before. I mean, there are a lot of people all over the world and even America here that are homeless or that could just use a new pair of sneakers, but they've also gone on record to mention that they don't want their brand image to be diminished. Basically meaning, imagine if you saw a bunch of homeless people wearing Yeezys, then you wouldn't be so inclined to get them yourself because they're kind of not as hype and people would be like, ew, homeless people are wearing them. So I don't know. I think the situation sucks for every party involved. I think that some of Kanye's best work was with Adidas. And I think at some point, in some way or fashion, we'll see the two brands come back together. But don't count Kanye out yet. And if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Stay safe. You might as well like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this video. And thanks for watching. Peace.